Good morning, friends. We are working on lesson 913 today, and it's on number stories with positive and negative numbers. They're doing this with temperature differences, and it's kind of like when we used to do our highs and lows, and we would have to find the temperature difference. And you remember how we would look on the number line up at the top of our classroom, and I would show you how we could start at one temperature and go all the way to 0, and then sometimes we would have to go into the negative numbers. Well, on this activity today, on page 237, we're going to be doing that. So the first problem, I'm going to do the first two with you, and then you're going to do the other ones. Now, first of all, you're going to notice, look, the big old calculator with a line through it. So don't do it with a calculator. They're trying to teach you how to do it. And I'm going to show you two different ways you could do this. You can do it with subtraction, or we're going to actually use this thermometer. It's kind of like our number line would be in the classroom. So the largest change in temperature in a single day took place in January 1916 in Browning, Montana. The temperature dropped 100 degrees Fahrenheit that day. The temperature was 44 degrees Fahrenheit when it started dropping. So it was 44 degrees, and we have to figure out how low did it go if it went down 100. So first thing I'm going to show you is if you did it using this thermometer or this number line, pretending this is a number line could be. Okay, so these are marked off in increments of, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, okay, so the long ones are marked off on the 2 increments. So this is 42, 44 is right there. Okay, so that's where the temperature started. And then we have to go down 100. Now, remember how, and I've shown you this like when we do our, the time, when we're doing sunrise, sunset, and I say it's so easy to go by tens. So if we just hop back by tens 10 times, which is 100, then we're going to get to that temperature. So we go from 44 to 34 to 24 down to 14. Okay, so we're at 10, 20, 30. And then we go, now we're getting close to our 0 mark there. We're at 4. And then we hop back again, and we're down into our negative numbers. Now, our negative numbers, you know, when we go from 0 counting up, we get bigger. This way, when we go negative numbers, they're getting the numbers increase as we go beyond 0. So this is -4, then -14, -24. So we're at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Okay, so we have gone all the way down here to 50, 52, 54, 56. Okay, so that's showing us 56, -56 degrees. Now I want to show you also how you can do it using subtraction. So if you are at 44 degrees and you want to get to 0, because that makes it easy, you know you're going to take away 44 to get down to 0. Well, then you have to figure out, if I've got a 100-degree drop and I take away 44, then how much do I have left then to get to that 100-degree drop? So when we're subtracting with zeros, we know we can't do 0 minus 4, have to go next door. Can't do 0, borrow from a 0, so we have to cross that one out. We go over here. The 1, we take it away and add your 1 to this 10 to make this a 10. Take now to add to make this one where we can subtract. We take another one away. That becomes 9. This becomes 10. Sorry that ended up right there, right by that not using the calculator sign. Makes it hard to see. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 4 is 5. 0 minus nothing is 0. So there you'll see your negative 56 that way also, okay? Now, number 2, the largest temperature rise in 12 hours took place in Granville, North Dakota on February 21st, 1918. The temperature rose 83 degrees Fahrenheit on that day. The high temperature was 50 degrees. Okay, so that 50 was the high, and we got to see what was it before it got up to that temperature. Let me get a blue or here's a blue pen. Okay, so maybe you can see this with the difference here. Okay, so 50 degrees is our high temperature. And we got to see, how did it get? We got to go 83 degrees down to see what it was when it started. So we know we go by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We've got to go 83. So we've got to go 60, 70, 80, and then we got to go down 3. So we know each one of those. So it's 1, 2, 3. There it is, right there. Okay. And that is our 33 mark right there. Okay? So it started negative 33 on that one. Okay? You know, if you're using subtraction, we're going to take the 83 and we're going to take away the 50 degrees that we started with, and 3 minus 0 is 3, and 8 minus 5 is 3. So there's your 33 that way also, okay? So hopefully that will help you as you're working through those. Now I want you to remember something. I looked over here on the math box page for today, and we've got where on your last math box page right here, remember there is only one way to get that median, and that is, before you do anything, you've got to put those numbers in order And you have to remember that if there's 2 zeros, you got to put both of those zeros. So it would be 0, 0, 1, 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's how you would get them all lined out, okay? Then you can find your middle number, your median, your maximum, your one that's the highest, your minimum, which is the one that is the lowest, and your range, which is, remember, and if you need a little lesson refresher on there, look back at that SRB page that's right there. This is the difference between the maximum and minimum. Okay? All right, friends. Talk to you later. Bye.